The Great Cathedrals of Europe. Built with supernatural inspiration and often requiring decades or centuries to complete, these monumental earthly works of men were meant to stand in permanent glory and testament to the kingdom of heaven, where the saints and multitudes of heavenly hosts offer never-ending praise and glory to the Holy Trinity. Cathedrals are humanity's most perfect testament to the ancient aphorism, "As above, so below." These skyscrapers of stone have dominated skylines of Christian Europe and touched the heavens for over 1,000 years. The awe-inspiring designs made it possible for builders to erect walls almost entirely of glass that support multi-ton ceilings of stone. Without the benefit of modern tools and technology, how did medieval builders construct Gothic cathedrals? Embedded in stone and stained glass, researchers have uncovered a hidden mathematical code, plucked from Holy Scripture, that was used as a blueprint to build these great structures. So without further ado, let's explore some truly breathtaking monuments. But first, please take a moment to like and subscribe below. First up on our list of must-visit cathedrals in Europe. St. Peter's Basilica, Vatican City, Italy. St. Peter's is located in Vatican City, the papal enclave within the city of Rome. This monumental project was initially planned to replace the aging old St. Peter's, which was built in the 4th century by Roman Emperor Constantine the Great. Construction on the new basilica began in 1506, with the help of architects Raphael and Antonio da Sangallo, and then later by Michelangelo, who never saw its completion in 1590. Aside from its ornate extravagance, St. Peter's in Rome is named thusly because it is the final resting place of Peter the Apostle himself, his tomb residing beneath the main high altar. Cologne Cathedral, Germany. Cologne's medieval builders had planned a grand structure to house the reliquary of the Three Kings, and fit for its role as a place of worship for the Holy Roman Emperor. Despite having been left incomplete during the medieval period, Cologne Cathedral eventually became unified as a masterpiece of exceptional intrinsic value and a powerful testimony to the strength and persistence of Christian belief in medieval and modern Europe. Milan Cathedral, Italy. This architectural wonder took nearly 6 centuries to complete. Construction began in 1386, and the final details were completed in 1965. It is the largest church in the Italian Republic, larger even than St. Peter's in Rome and one of the largest in the world. St. Stephen's Cathedral, Vienna. Reconstruction of an original church began in 1137 and lasted until 1511. Its dedication to Saint Stephen, Christianity's first recognized martyr, took place in 1147. The cathedral has borne witness to many important events in Habsburg and Austrian history and has, with its multicolored tile roof, become one of the city's most recognizable symbols. This artistic treasure survived World War II only because a German officer disregarded orders to destroy the cathedral as the Wehrmacht retreated before the advancing Soviets. Seville Cathedral, Spain. After its completion in the early 16th century, Seville Cathedral supplanted the Hagia Sophia as the largest cathedral in the world, a title the Byzantine Church had held for 1,000 years. The cathedral was built to demonstrate the city's wealth, as it had become a major trading center in the years after the Reconquista in 1248. According to local tradition, the members of the cathedral chapter said, "Hagamos una iglesia tan hermosa y tan grandiosa que los que la vieron labrada nos tengan por locos," which translates, "Let us build a church so beautiful and so grand, that those who see it, will take us for insane." Notre Dame Cathedral, Paris. With construction beginning in 1163, the cathedral was consecrated to the Blessed Virgin, the Holy Mother of God, and is considered one of the very finest examples of French Gothic architecture. In the 1790s, during the French Revolution, Notre Dame suffered extensive desecration at the hands of the Jacobins, a forerunner group of communism. The revolutionaries looted and destroyed much of Catholic France and murdered many priests and nuns. Much of Notre Dame's religious imagery was damaged or destroyed. In 2019, while undergoing renovations, the cathedral caught fire. Though the state officially reported the event as accidental, the real cause remains suspicious. While occurring amongst a series of attacks on priests and Catholic churches across France. Though still under reconstruction, Notre Dame is set to reopen in 2024. And now back over to Italy for St. Mark's Basilica, Venice. In 1036, construction of a church began over the interred bones of Mark the Evangelist, one of the original 70 disciples sent out by Jesus to share the gospel throughout Judea, and more famously, the composer of one of the 4 Gospels of the Bible. Decorated top to bottom with radiant mosaics, this splendid cathedral is as intricate as it is massive. The story of Christ and the saints is told in pictures made from thousands of tiny cubes of glass and colored stone. And there in the central dome, Christ reigns in the starry heaven surrounded by a ring of saints. This isn't the agonized, crucified Jesus featured in most churches, but a vibrant, radiant being gazing solemnly down, raising his hand in a blessing, as the Pantocrator, or ruler of all. Among Europe's great churches, there are bigger, more historic, and possibly even holier churches. But none are more majestic than St. Mark's in Venice. Chartres Cathedral, France. Built between 1194 and 1220, Our Lady of Chartres has been long renowned as one of the most beautiful and historically significant cathedrals in all of Europe. Being well preserved and well restored, the majority of the original stained glass windows survive intact, while the architecture has seen only minor changes since the early 13th century. Since at least the 12th century, the cathedral has been an important destination for travelers. It attracts large numbers of Christian pilgrims, many of whom come to venerate its famous relic, the Sancta Camisa, said to be the tunic worn by the Virgin Mary at Christ's birth. Also, a statue known as the Black Madonna is enshrined atop a pillar in the north aisle. Religious or not, visitors and pilgrims of Chartres will be transported back to the Middle Ages with its rich traditions and irreplaceable sacred art. There is nothing else quite like it anywhere. We hope you've enjoyed learning about these resplendent and divinely inspired works of men who offer glory and praise to the Almighty and the Kingdom of Heaven. These are some of the major works, But there are hundreds of cathedrals and historic churches dotted all throughout Europe and England. Don't miss a chance to make visit if you are traveling. Thanks again for watching. Please like and subscribe.